Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something pretty unique, wouldn't you say? A real collision of worlds.
Oh, definitely. We've got high-end Swiss watchmaking tradition meeting, well, 1970s Japanese pop culture. Not your everyday mix.
Not at all. It's fascinating. We're talking about the Tissot PRX Grendizer 50th Anniversary Special Edition.
And specifically, the new Black PVD version for 2025. It's quite a statement piece.
Right. So our mission today, for you listening, is to really unpack this thing. Because from everything we've seen, it's trying to be two things at once, isn't it?
Yeah, it's aiming to be a proper, wearable, modern watch you can use every day, but also a serious commemorative object, a collector's item, basically.
It's a tricky balance to strike.
It is. And the context here, looking at our sources, is all about this 2025 release celebrating 50 years of UFO Robot Grendizer.
Go Nagai's classic.
Exactly. The anime first hit screens back in 1975, hence the timing, the 50th anniversary hook.
And Grendizer, for people maybe more into watches than anime, this wasn't just some minor cartoon.
Oh no, far from it. It was huge. A foundational piece of that whole super robot genre.
And it had massive appeal outside Japan, too, right?
Yeah.
Especially Europe, the Middle East.
Absolutely. Which gives this Tissot collaboration a much broader cultural resonance, you know? It's not just a niche Japanese thing.
That makes sense. So there was a Grendizer PRX before this one.
There was, yeah. Last year, 2024, that one was, let's say, a bit more straightforward.
How so?
It had a bright blue dial, the robot's outline, kind of a faithful, lighthearted tribute to the original colors.
Okay.
But this new one, the 50th anniversary model in Black PVD, it's different. It's being called the darker dramatic sequel.
I like that. A sequel in watch form.
Exactly. It leans much harder into this kind of stealthy, sci-fi, retro-futurist vibe. And, to really get why this collaboration works or why Tissot even attempted it, you have to look at the PRX itself.
Right. The base watch. It's got its own 70s history.
Precisely. The original PRX came out in that same decade as Grendizer.
A parallel timeline,
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Tissot brought the line back in 2021, and it just took off. Huge success.
People really responded to that integrated bracelet sports watch look, didn't they?
They did. That specific geometry, that seamless case-to-bracelet flow, it screams vintage cool, but Tissot packaged it with modern finishing, reliable movements, best of both worlds, really.
So that successful base, that PRX DNA, that gives them the platform to do something a bit more adventurous.
Exactly. They're building on something people already know and like. The 2024 blue version, like I said, felt like a cool graphic on a familiar watch. It worked, but this 2025 anniversary edition, it feels like a bigger swing.
And the black PVD coating, the
Yeah.
key to that shift, taking that familiar 40mm PRX case and just blacking it out completely.
Right. It instantly changes the character. It's less 70s everyday sport, more 70s sci-fi epic, like you said. That retro-futurism really comes through.
It's definitely a bolder look.
And maybe a harder design challenge, too, Black PVD is less forgiving than, say, a blue dial. Every line, every texture has to work because there's no color variation to hide behind.
Yeah, it forces you to focus on the form, the sculpture of it.
Absolutely. It's an uncompromising choice.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The externals, we mentioned the 40mm diameter, pretty standard popular size, and 10.9mm thick.
Yeah, relatively slim for an automatic sports watch, especially with that power reserve, but we'll get to that. And yes, the whole stainless steel case, completely coated in black PVD.
Physical vapor deposition, right? Makes it tough.
Very tough, scratch resistant, gives it that stealthy, almost tactical feel, but it's still practical. 100 meters water resistance, sapphire crystal on top. It's built to be worn.
And the bracelet. That's crucial for the PRX look.
Oh, yeah. It's the signature integrated single-link steel bracelet, also fully black PVD coated. It tapers nicely, which helps with comfort.
And they included the quick change system. That's always welcome.
Definitely. Good for swapping straps if you wanted, though this integrated look is sort of the point.
True. But the real star here, I think we can agree, has got to be the dial.
Absolutely. This is where the black PVD backdrop really sets the stage. It's like a dark theater for Grendizer himself.
And it's not just a picture, is it? The descriptions mention it being sculptural, like he's trying to break out.
Yeah, exactly. He's posed with his fist thrust forward, almost like he's pushing against the inside of the sapphire crystal. It's incredibly dynamic.
How did they achieve that depth?
Seems like a combination of techniques. Intricate engraving, different textures layered on top of each other. It's meant to look and feel three-dimensional.
Oh.
And then there's the loom, the Super-LumiNova accents. But the real eye-catcher,
The eyes.
the eyes, they're painted this intense yellow. It just leaps out against the black. The idea is to capture that raw energy, the dramatic lighting you saw in the anime.
That's a fantastic detail. And then there's the second hand.
Ah, yes. This is probably the coolest, most thematic touch.
The golden second hand, shaped like his weapon.
The Double Harken, yeah. His iconic twin-bladed axe thing, so the hand sweeping around tracking time is the weapon.
That's brilliant, actually. It makes the simple act of timekeeping feel kind of heroic.
Right. It's constantly moving, this golden symbol of Grendizer's power. And just to frame it all, there's a subtle engraving around the bezel.
What does it say?
UFO Robot Grendizer. A specific nod confirming it's dedicated to that original 1975 series.
Okay, so the outside is pure Grendizer drama. But what about the engine running this thing? Underneath all that retrofuturism.
Underneath, it's pure, reliable, modern Tissot. It runs on their Powermatic 80 caliber.
The Powermatic 80, pretty well-regarded movement, right?
Very much so. The 80 in the name is the key number.
80 hours of power reserve.
Exactly. That's roughly double what you get from many standard automatic movements, which are often around 40 hours.
So practically speaking, you could take this off Friday night.
Leave it on your nightstand all weekend?
And pick it up Monday morning, and it's still ticking accurately.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a genuinely useful feature for everyday wear. No need to reset it constantly if you rotate watches.
And technically, it's got some nice upgrades, too, like the Nivachron balance spring.
It does. Now, for anyone listening who isn't deep into watch tech, why does Nivachron matter?
Good question. What's the quick takeaway?
Well, basically, we live surrounded by magnetic fields now. Phones, laptops, speakers, tablets.
Right, they're everywhere. And they can mess with a mechanical watch's accuracy.
Exactly. Nivachron is a special alloy developed to be highly resistant to magnetism. It also handles temperature changes better, so it just makes the watch more robust, more reliable in the real world.
So it's not just a pretty face, or a pretty robot face, I guess. It's built to perform.
Definitely. It's far from being just a delicate shelf piece.
And you can see this movement.
You can. There's a display back, though it uses mineral crystal instead of sapphire on the back.
Okay.
And Tissot didn't just leave the movement plain, they added another Grendizer touch.
Ooh, what's that?
The rotor, the part that winds the watch as you move your wrist, it's specially decorated. It's engraved with another image of Grendizer.
Seriously?
Yeah, the description says it's like he's guarding the mechanism.
Huh. That's great. A little hidden guardian inside.
Adds another layer for the fans, you know? Which brings us neatly to the collector's angle. This isn't just a regular production watch.
Right. It's limited. How limited?
Very specifically, 1,975 pieces.
1975. The year the show debuted. Makes sense.
A direct nod.
Yeah.
And they make sure you know it. The caseback is individually numbered, engraved, right there on the steel. Limited edition 1 of 1975, or whichever number you get.
That definitely adds to the sense of owning something special, something authenticated.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're buying a limited edition, especially one tied to something like Grendizer, the whole experience matters, right?
Yeah.
The box, the presentation.
Oh, absolutely. It has to feel special from the moment you get it. And Tissot seems to have gone all out here.
What's the packaging like?
It comes in this, well, they call it a UFO Spazer-inspired capsule.
The Spazer. Grendizer's flight module thingy.
That's the one. So the watch box itself looks like that, and that capsule sits inside a bigger gold and black outer box that echoes Grendizer's colors.
That sounds pretty cool. Definitely display worthy.
For sure. It's clearly not packaging you're meant to toss out.
And is there anything else inside? Any extra collector goodies?
This is the big one, especially for serious fans. It comes with drawings.
Drawings of Grendizer.
Yes, created exclusively for this watch edition. And here's the kicker. They're hand-signed by Go Nagai himself.
Wow, okay. The original creator's signature. That's huge.
That elevates it, doesn't it? From a cool watch to a piece of signed memorabilia, real provenance.
Absolutely. That signature plus the limited number,
yeah,
that feels properly collectible. So what's the damage then? What are we talking price-wise?
The official prices are set at 895 Swiss francs or 1,095 euros.
Okay. How does that compare to a sort of standard PRX Powermatic 80?
It's actually very close. A regular PRX Powermatic 80 is often around that price point, maybe slightly less if it's not a PVD version or a special edition.
So wait, they're not charging a massive premium for the Grendizer license, the limited edition, the special packaging, the Go Nagai signature.
It doesn't seem like it, which is pretty surprising, actually.
Yeah, that feels like a really strong value proposition, that.
I think so. You're essentially getting the excellent Powermatic 80 sports watch, which is already good value, and then all the Grendizer layers, the design, the history, the packaging, the signature are almost like a bonus on top without a huge price hike.
So for you, the listener, if you're into this specific cultural intersection or just want a unique but functional watch, it seems quite compelling.
Very compelling. They're clearly aiming to make this accessible nostalgia, not exclusive luxury pricing for the watch itself. Hashtag, tag, tag, outro. So wrapping this up, I think it's a really interesting example of how a big brand like Tissot can do a niche collaboration, right?
Yep.
They've taken these two distinct things from the 70s, the PRX watch design language and this iconic anime robot, and fuse them effectively into something that feels modern with that Black PVD aesthetic.
It hits that specific nostalgic nerve, but delivers a proper contemporary watch.
Exactly. It shows how mass market brands can create these really personalized tributes that resonate deeply with a specific audience while still giving you a solid timepiece you can wear every day.
Yeah, it feels like a successful blend. Which leads us to maybe one final thought for you to consider.
Go on.
If the whole point here is, as they say, to bridge childhood memories with modern watchmaking, we keep coming back to that seconds hand.
The Double Harken weapon.
Right, the hand that literally measures the passing of time, the most fundamental job of a watch. It's shaped like a weapon used by a giant robot defender.
Huh. Interesting point.
So does that subtly suggest that the act of tracking time itself, maybe fighting against time slipping away, is kind of an act of heroism or defense? Is keeping time a battle?
That's quite a thought. Makes you look at the second sweep a little differently, doesn't it?
Maybe. Something to ponder next time you check the time. Thanks for diving in with us today.